So, hello students. So, I welcome you all once again to the next session of design of counterfort retaining wall. So, before going to today's session, I'll just brief out what I had discussed in the last session. So, in the last session, we have finished with design of toe slab. After completion of stability calculation, we have finished with design of toe slab. Okay. So, we have finished with two components, that is design of stem, this part design of stem, vertical slab or upright slab, and we have finished with design of toe slab. Okay, this is the toe slab. So, in the today's session, I am going to cover the design of heel slab as well as the design of counterfort. These two elements are remaining, the components of retaining wall. Okay, so that is design of heel slab and design of counterfort retaining wall. Okay, the part of retaining wall, that is counterfort. Okay, so let us begin with design of heel slab now. Okay, so here now, so this part you have to start. So therefore, we'll write design of heel slab. Design of heel slab. Design of heel slab. Understood? Design of heel slab. So here the heel slab is designed as the heel slab. Sorry, I have make HEAL. The design of heel slab design as the heel slab design as a continuous slab. Again, it should be designed as continuous slab. This is very important. The heel slab is designed as continuous slab spanning horizontally between the counterforts. So we have to design heel slab again as a continuous slab spanning between the counterforts. Okay, so I'll explain here. So now this part we need to design, this part, okay, which is a heel slab. This is full is a heel slab. Okay, and that we have to design as a continuous slab. Heel slab we have to design as continuous slab spanning horizontally. Okay, understood? So, and this heel slab, when you say it's a continuous slab, so it is supported between the two counterforts. The heel slab is supported between the two counterforts. Understood? Clear? So you have to design a heel slab spanning between the two counterforts. So for that, again you have to consider. So therefore, consider 1 meter wide strip. 1 meter wide strip. Consider 1 meter wide strip of the heel slab near the heel end. Heel slab near the heel end. We have to consider 1 meter wide strip of the heel slab near the heel end. Okay, so what you have to do now, So let us come back here. So what you have to do here? So you have to consider 1 meter wide strip here. I'll color with this. So you have to consider 1 meter wide strip like this near the heel end. So this is the heel end. So you have to consider this will be 1 meter strip. For the design of heel slab, you have to consider 1 meter wide strip. 1 meter wide strip. Understood? At the heel end. At the heel end. Because we are designing as a continuous slab. We are designing as a continuous slab. So you have to consider 1 meter wide strip for design. Okay. So therefore, okay, you have to consider 1 meter wide strip of the heel slab near the heel end. Near the heel end. Okay. So next, so therefore we have to go for now load calculation. We have to go for load calculation. Load calculation. Okay. So where first is, again we have to consider the load acting over the heel slab, that is the self weight. So first of all, that is downward force. Okay. So here if I come back and now over the heel slab, we have to consider the downward force due to backfill. So here we have the backfill, यहाँ पे backfill है. So for that we have to consider the force due to backfill and even force due to self weight of heel slab. And again upward we have the soil pressure. The upward soil pressure, that also we have to deduct from the downward pressure. Okay. So we'll calculate that. So load calculation, first is weight of soil. So first we are considering the downward load, weight of soil. So the weight of soil is 16 here, into height is 6.3 into wide 1 meter wide strip. So we get this as 100.8 kilonewton per meter square. 100.8 kilonewton per meter square. Understood? So weight of soil is the density of soil into height into 1 meter, that is per meter strip. So because we are considering per meter strip, 16 density soil standing at a height of 6.3. The height of the soil is 6.3 standing over the heel slab into the width of strip is 1 meter. Then we have self weight. Next is self weight. Self weight. Okay. So self weight is 0.4 is thickness, 25 is the density, again 1 meter wide strip. 0.4 is the thickness of the heel slab. Okay. So if I want to show you here, now I can show it here clearly. Yes. So here the density of soil we have considered already. So this is for 6.3 meter. 6.3 into per meter strip, because we have considered 1 meter wide strip at the heel end. So 1 meter, we cannot consider 3.15. We have considered 1 meter wide strip, so 1 meter. 6.3 into 1 into density of soil is 16. Now next is self weight of heel slab. So the thickness is 0.4 here, what you can see. Then the density is 25 RCC cement concrete into 1 meter wide strip. Understood? It is very easy to understand. So 0.4 into 25 into 1. So that is 10 kilonewton per meter square. Understood? So this is with respect to downward. Okay. I'll mark it like this. Downward. Now we have to deduct the upward pressure. Also upward pressure due to that is upward pressure due to soil, upward pressure due to soil or the supporting soil. upward pressure due to soil. So that is, so here therefore the pressure on heel slab at heel end, so we have to consider, because we are considering 1 meter wide strip at heel end, so same you have to consider the pressure on heel slab at heel end. So we have got here, okay, now we have got the pressure at heel end here, so this is 61.87. so we are considering 1 meter, so 61.87 is the pressure acting at the heel end. So this pressure you have to consider, which is acting upward, okay. So that is, I'll write here, it is 61.87 kilonewton per meter square, 61.87 kilonewton per meter square, okay. So therefore, okay, so therefore net pressure or net load or net pressure is, so this is upward, so I'll mark it here, so downward minus upward, so downward is 108 plus 10, so we have to add this plus this, so we get this as 110.8 minus 61.87, 110.8 minus 61.87, so we get this as we'll check here, 48.93, we get this as 48.93 kilonewton per meter square. So this is the net pressure acting over the heel slab at the heel end, what I am trying to say, at the heel end, 48.93 kilonewton per meter square. So this is nothing but the W or the load acting over the heel slab, okay. So therefore, so once we got the W, so next we will find out the bending moment, okay. So now maximum bending moment, therefore maximum bending moment for 1 meter wide strip, maximum bending moment for 1 meter wide strip, so that is again WL square by 12, because it's a continuous slab, as what we have considered in design of upright slab or stem, same you have to consider here, WL square by 12, okay. So W here it is 48.93 into L is 3 divided by 12, correct, because the center to center span between the counterforts, okay, here what you can see, the center to center span between the counterfort is 3 meter, and we are designing as a continuous slab, so span is 3 meter, so WL square by 12, so we get this as the moment is 36.85 kilonewton meter, 36.85 kilonewton meter, okay. So therefore mu is equal to 1.5 times 36.85, so we get this as 55.04 kilonewton meter. So this is the net movement acting over the heel slab, and with respect to this movement we have to find out the area of steel, okay. So next move on to area of steel, that is AST, okay. So next is AST, that is in heel slab, AST in heel slab. AST in heel slab. Okay. So I'll write AST is equal to 0.5, FCK is 20, Fy is 415 into bracket of 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 into mu is 55.04 into 10 to 6 divided by FCK BD square. FCK is 20, B is 1000 considering 1 meter strip, depth is 350 because total depth is 400, so the effective depth is 350. So again B is into B into D, B is 1000, D is 350. Okay, so this is regarding AST. So we get this as 447.70 mm square. We get this as 447.70 mm square. So therefore, this is regarding AST. Also, AST minimum, you have to check for AST minimum. So it is 0.12% of BD. So B is 100, D is 400. Capital D we have to consider. Total depth divided by 100. So we get this as 480 mm square. Okay. So here AST is less than AST minimum. AST is less than AST minimum. So hence provide AST is equal to 480 mm square. So in our case for design of heel slab, our AST is less than AST minimum. So we have to provide AST is equal to 480 mm square. Provide AST is equal to 480 mm square. Correct? So already we have calculated the spacing in the, I think in the toe slab, that is for the distribution steel. And we have got that it is at 10 mm at 160 mm center to center. So we will provide same here. Okay, no need to calculate because already we have calculated in the design of toe slab, that is for the distribution steel. So here we will provide same for 480 10 mm dia bars. Okay, so I will write here. So therefore provide 10 mm dia bars at distance of 150, I'll call it, I'll round off to 150, 150 mm center to center as both, that is main bars and distribution bars. So what you have to do here, because we have got AST less than AST minimum, correct? So we have to provide AST is equal to AST minimum, that is 480 mm square. AST is equal to AST minimum, that is 480 mm square. So in the both the direction, the main reinforcement as well as the distribution steel or distribution bars, we have to provide same. So that's why I have given here. Therefore provide 10 mm dia bars at a distance of 150 mm center to center as both, that is main bars and distribution bars. Understood? So here the bars will be, how you have to provide the bars here now. Here the bars will be, you have to provide in this direction, main bar and the distribution bars. The main bars will be like this and the distribution bars will be like this. Understood? Because it is bending will be this slab you are designing as a continuous slab, so we have to provide reinforcement along this direction. That will be the main reinforcement, and the distribution will be like this. So in this case we are providing same diameter, same spacing in the both the direction. Okay, now this is the end of design of heel slab. Okay, so regarding this, again, if you get any queries, you can project those queries in the comment box. Okay, thank you very much.